Brittany Delamora here. Today I wanted to open up to you and share with you guys something that I've been going through for the last 6 months. Well, at least the diagnosis came 6 months ago, but I've been really dealing with it for the last probably two and a half years. So I was getting symptoms of foggy brain and fatigue. Like, I could sleep all day, every day. I would sleep 9 hours a night, and then I would take a 3-hour nap sometimes, and then I would still go back to sleep by 9 p.m. It was just like, it was never enough sleep. Coffee wasn't helping. Nothing was working for me. And so a good friend of mine encouraged me to go to her natural medicine doctor. And so I did, and I got my hormones checked. And the results were shocking. Not only did I have very, very low cortisol, which meant that I have adrenal fatigue, but I also tested very, very low for progesterone, my progesterone and my estrogen levels, which made me premenopausal. My progesterone levels were that of the age of like a 60-year-old woman. So obviously that means that, the doctor said, like, are you trying to have a baby? Because if you are, you have high chances of a miscarriage, or you probably won't even get pregnant. So that was news to me that was really heartbreaking. I immediately started treatment and medication, all natural medicine. So it's been 6 months. I'm going to get my recheck, or I did my recheck, so I should get my test results soon. I do feel a lot better than I did. I feel like I have maybe a little bit more room for improvement. I still, sometimes I battle with a little bit of fatigue, so we'll figure out what's going on. But I really wanted to open up with you guys, and because I'm being so transparent, I also attached my very first vlog where you guys are gonna see me with my robe on and a bun in my hair, because, I just woke up, and I'll show you my morning routine with my medication and my smoothie and all that stuff. So I just wanted to, just be really real with you guys, and because I just feel like so many times we go through things in life and we feel like we're alone. If you've been battling with infertility, or you've had a bad report from the doctor, I just want to remind you today that it's not over. If you are still living and you are still breathing, it is not over. You still have a chance. There is still time for God to come through for you. I want to remind you that in the midst of your battle, that you are not alone, that God is with you. He is fighting for you. If God be for you, who dare be against you? That no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The scripture that God has been giving me has been Psalm 37:4. It says, take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Hey, when you rejoice in God, when you take delight in Him, when you allow Him to be the center of your world, He will give you exactly what your heart desires. So get in alignment with God. Really seek Him. Allow Him to be the Prince of Peace, because that's what He proclaims to be. Throughout these last 6 months, there were times that I didn't have peace, because I wouldn't surrender my problem to God. I just kept worrying, and I kept thinking, like, what if I never have a child? What if? And that might be you today. What if? What if things never get better? What if I stay stuck here forever? What if I can never have a child? What if I never find that special someone? And you are drowning in your sorrows of what ifs. That's no way to live. And what God really taught me through this season, because I believe that with every struggle, it's not meant to harm us and punish us, but every struggle isn't just a waiting room, it's a classroom. And so there are lessons to be learned. And the Lord taught me, Brittany, it's not always easy to surrender. If we throw that word around so much, just surrender, cast your cares to God, for He cares for you. Yes, this is true, but sometimes it's not easy. And so God had to teach me that sometimes, Brittany, you need to surrender 20 times a day. Sometimes you need to surrender 100 times a day. What does that look like? It looks like every time Satan tries to put thoughts in your head, every time you start to worry or become concerned and consumed with things that you don't even need to be focusing on because you just need to be trusting God. You say, I rebuke that thought in the name of Jesus. Lord, I trust you. God, I believe that you're going to come through for me. I believe that you're working on my behalf. I believe that your goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Start speaking these words over your life every single time that a bad thought comes into your mind. And guess what? You've just surrendered it. You've given it to God because you've trusted in him. 20 minutes later, that thought pops back in your head. Surrender it again. Surrender and surrender and surrender until you've officially and fully surrendered. So don't be hard on yourself if you face worries and fears. Sometimes it happens. But I want you to know that I'm here for you. I want you to know that I'm praying for you, that I'm believing with you, that if you've been battling with infertility and you've been trying for maybe months or years to conceive, I believe that under the sound of my voice that God is bringing life into your belly now. I just want to encourage you to not give up, to keep trying. Don't get stressed out over this. God is working on your behalf. I believe that a miracle is coming your way. So do not lose faith. Whatever you do, keep trusting in God because he is well able to come through for you. So I'm believing for myself and I'm believing with you, and I'm excited to hear praise reports. I'm excited to hear good news. So please comment below and send them to me when that time comes. And for the rest of this video, you'll just get to watch a vlog. So I love you guys so much and have a wonderful day. So this is pretty much my morning routine. Let me flip this camera and I'll tell you guys why. This is really hard for me to share this. So in the month of April, I was getting really bad, like foggy brain, and I was just tired all the time. I could sleep 8 hours, take a 3-hour nap, and still go to bed by 8:30, 9 p.m. Like nothing helped me. I was always tired. And so I just went to a natural medicine doctor and they checked my hormones and cortisol levels and all of that. And I was diagnosed as being premenopausal at 31 years old. That was not easy for me to hear, but the doctor said that, you know, with the medication, like, I also had really low cortisol levels, so I had adrenal fatigue. So this right here is supposed to help get my progesterone levels up so that I won't be premenopausal anymore, which means that it would be very hard to have a baby. Like every woman's dream, right, wants to have a baby. So to hear that, like, under my previous conditions that I wasn't going to be able to conceive was really hard. But I just keep my faith in God, and I know that in his time, like, it's gonna come to pass. And I just trust in God. Like, we shouldn't allow, like, even the most difficult situations to rob us of our joy. So we have to just keep pressing through, keep smiling. This is what they give me for adrenal fatigue, which is really helpful on top of the other stuff that I showed you guys. It's like a plethora of medications that I have to take in the morning. So it's all natural though too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and I'm gonna make my morning smoothie, and then I will be off to the gym. So I just made my smoothie. I call it my fertility smoothie. I put like maca and super greens and all kinds of really good stuff in it. I don't want to like leave you guys hanging. Basically, I just retested my hormones again, so I'm just waiting for the results. So please say a prayer for me that everything would be balanced and good. It's been about 6 months of treatment already. And I know I said, like, you know, we can't lose our faith, we have to keep our joy, but don't get me wrong, there were moments where I would break down and cry. You know, I had to call different people and ask them for help. And, you know, when we're struggling in life, like sometimes we can become either embarrassed or we want to isolate, but that's the worst thing we can do, because then we get stuck in our own head. So when we can really like get our minds, get ourselves to like process with other people, it can really help us, because I had people that would encourage me and uplift me and pray for me. And I had a rough couple months where I just couldn't surrender. Like I just wanted a baby so bad, and I felt like, you know, this is it. Like I'm never gonna have a baby. And when I finally said, like, God, I'm going to surrender it to you and I'm going to let you get glory from my story, it's just like transformed the way that I feel so much, where like I have my joy back. So there's power in surrender. Whatever you may be going through today, like, give it to God. Like, don't want it so badly that you can't have happiness in your present season, because I pretty much wasted 2 months of not feeling happy. I was traveling the world. I was in Italy. I was in Miami and Indonesia. And here I am, like, so upset about the fact that I can't have a child. So it's like you can miss out on moments. Well, I'm going to be able to have a child. Just, what I was thinking at the time. Like, I'm not going to be able to have a kid. So I missed out on a lot of moments that that were meant to be fun, that were meant to be a blessing. And so don't miss out on the present moment because you're so caught up in the future. Like, learn from my mistakes, surrender it, give it to God, and He will bless you with a peace and a joy that surpasses all understanding. I just finished my workout and now it's time for my favorite time, which is Trader Joe's time. It's Trader Joe's time. I love grocery shopping. It's like my guilty pleasure. My husband could attest to that because I'm like, babe, I need like $100. He's like, what do you need? I'm like, I need to buy chicken. And he's like, what else? So it's a kind of an inside joke in our family. Honey, can you please come be on my vlog? It's the very first episode. Babe? All right. Okay, I love you. All right, guys, so today it really looked like all I did was go to like Trader Joe's and the gym, and to be honest, that's pretty much all I did today. I was so tired because I woke up at 3 a.m. that I just had a really rough day today, and I ended up taking a very long nap. I have a lot of work that I still need to get done because I'm preparing for some big, exciting projects. But anyways, that's all for this vlog today. If you guys want to see more of my everyday life, just let me know, and I will go ahead and start posting it. But I think that I'd rather not bore you guys with days like today. I'd rather vlog on days like Sunday. My husband and I are going to go to a movie premiere for a documentary that he and I were in. It's called After Porn Ends 3. It's going to be on Netflix. So, by the way, it's a great documentary, but if you have like issues with lust, or you were addicted to pornography or are, I don't encourage you to watch it, because although mine and my husband's stuff isn't like graphic because we wouldn't allow that, there are some other women and men who left the industry that, it shows them in a manner that may tempt somebody who battles with lust. So, but anyways, we're gonna go to that premiere, so I'll take you along with us because I want to bring you guys into like just a different world. I want to take you guys with me as God continues to elevate my husband and I in ministry, because God told the children of Israel to go and to spy out their promised land before they could possess it. So I believe that God always wants to give us a sample of what's to come for our own lives. So if you can see just different things that I'm doing with mine and catch a vision for your life and start running with it, I know that if you can envision it, you can possess it. So I just want to take you guys along with me on that. So anyways, that's all that I have for you today. Love you guys, and God bless you.